Three. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, we're live. Woo!
Shit, I
Finally.
wasn't. Oh, goodness,
Me,
it was.
Michael Ford, same as always.
I'm Steven, I guess. That's what the guy told me. Um,
Yeah. And today we have a very, very special episode where we're going to talk about a serious.
wait. Before we start that, let's
Um,
get some small stuff out of the way first.
okay.
Is some small video game stuff. They showed a trailer for the Shovel Knight expansion, Plague of Shadows.
What, really? Shovel Knight expansion?
Yeah, for the free expansion, the free
Oh, yeah,
update.
yeah. I didn't know when that was coming out. Oh, yeah.
They uh, they just finished working on it like August 5th, and they sent it out for approval. So probably in a week or two, we should be able to get it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's some juicy salami right there.
Which it's really above and beyond what you consider for free stuff. I mean, I'm thinking back to like Mega Man Powered Up, how you could play as the different robot masters in it, but it's like just playing like as Mega Man, but with different powers. But you only get that one robot master's power. But Shovel Knight, the way they're doing with Plague Knight, it almost feels like a whole new game. The way he has all these different abilities and how he can go about through levels.
Hmm.
I mean, this is like stuff that I'd pay like $10 for DLC,
And they're giving
but
it out free.
we're getting it for free. And
That-
it's not the last one. We're getting two more like that for two other characters.
See, this is great. Like Splatoon, Shovel Knight, all this free DLC shit. That's great. I like this. I like when we get free awesomeness. It just entices more people to buy the game. I think.
It does.
I think it would.
Oh,
It's a lot more enticing than being asked to spend an extra like $15 for extra stuff, or like an extra $50 for all the shit Mortal Kombat 10 is trying to sell you.
oh yeah. One of my favorite things, favorite stories about that somebody told me about one of the PAX conventions. Uh, Somebody walked up to the Shovel Knight developers, gave them a $20 bill, and said, "I'm sorry for pirating the game," and then walked off.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard that story.
I think that was like one of the greatest things. It shows you how good this game is. That this guy felt bad for pirating it.
That's how good the game is.
I know. It's always great when games are that good. And another quick thing we'll talk about is some shit I've seen about the new Ghostbusters movie.
Oh no, there's more.
Yeah, well, somebody posted this picture that the cast and production crew did, where it showed all the women working on the movie, and they were holding up this big sign that said "Girl Power."
Yawn.
It was just this large thing that showed like all these directors and writers and production people on the movie, like, "Hey, we're women. We made this movie. Go look at it."
You know what? This is the movie. This is it. This movie is going to be the movie that kills feminism forever.
The best part is, actually the worst part is like somebody said, "Look, I wonder how much male tears we're going to get about this." I'm like, no, y'all shouldn't be worried about what men are going to think about this. Y'all
I
should be
think
worried. You feminists, you should be worried about this movie because when it bombs, and I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give it a 10% chance that it's going to be mediocre and not completely bomb. But when it bombs, guess what that's going to say to all those people in Hollywood about a movie that's almost completely female made and female starring movie?
it's shit,
That's what's going to tell
and that
people
that's
in
a
Hollywood.
and that's a real damn shame because there's like so many good movies where like the females are main characters. Alien and Aliens are like the definitive ones. And oh, Terminator, the original Terminator, Connor is very much the protagonist.
Exactly. And then
I
what's
mean,
it going to say about movies with mostly female cast and crew? With
I
mostly
think
female crew.
it's like they need to. It's less about the fact. It's like just putting a bunch of women in something does not make it good by default. Putting something that's diverse does not make it good by default. Making it good makes it good by default. Like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings isn't exactly. I wouldn't say it's like the most diverse film ever. I mean, it's got some woman, like the woman kills the Witch King at the end. That's awesome. But it's like, it's mostly dudes doing the destroying the ring and shit. But it's like it's good because the writing is good. Everyone gets good writing and good scenes and character development and shit. It doesn't matter that there's like, very little diversity or whatever. It's just good. That's
Look what happened in the Hobbit movies when they tried to shoehorn a female character in. Look how that turned out.
let's be fair though. Let's be fair. Stretching a short, whimsical fantasy novel out into a 3-film action epic like the first trilogy was a terrible idea to start with. Now,
True.
now, like I was saying last night, first of all, I've only seen the first 2 Hobbit films. I haven't seen the third yet, though I do hear the girl, people like her a lot more at the end of that one, but I can't really say much about that one. But the first 2, honestly, I think that each of them has like one really good scene. The first movie has the riddle scene with Gollum and Bilbo, and like honestly, at this point, I think it's just impossible to fuck that scene up because even the Rankin Bass animated version did that one really good.
Right.
So like that scene is impossible to fuck up, and it literally made the whole first Hobbit movie worth watching. It was pretty boring otherwise, and they really filled it up with way too much filler. It was like more filler than a season of Naruto, but Second movie, same problem, way too much filler, took way too long to get where it was going, shoehorned in a bunch of bullshit. But the last scene where Bilbo meets Smaug, now that's like the stuff of legend right there.
Oh yeah, that was a really good scene.
I know people like to shit on Benedict Cumberbatch, but I think this proves that he is an excellent actor, and the visuals for Smaug, like this is the kind of shit that Aragon pioneered with the dragon CGI. Except it's better. This was like the Jurassic Park of dragon movies.
Yeah.
That was a whole good scene, and I hear Smaug was still good in the third movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I hear that the special effects kind of dropped in the third movie though, and there was a lot of like really bad effects. But what I was saying last night, I was saying that someone should do like the opposite of what they did for the like Lord of the Rings movies. Like the Lord of the Rings have like these 4.5-hour director's cuts. They should just cut up the Hobbit director cuts, keep in everything that's important, like all the important stuff from the actual book, and just like combine that together into one movie, and just leave out all the extra bullshit.
Yeah, I think that'd actually probably be good.
Like it would probably be like 3.5, maybe 4-hour movie at most, but it would be good and it would fit in with the rest of the series. It would cut out all the extra bullshit that we don't really need to see. Like, I mean, it's cool and all getting to see the necromancer, also known as Sauron. But like, do we really need to? Do we really need to take away from the fucking plot with Bilbo and the Smaug and the fucking dwarves just so that we can see Gandalf and Christopher Lee's stunt double kicking the fucking ring wraiths in the face?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely there.
let's be honest. I just want to see the I want to see the Hobbit. I don't want to see the Hobbit and also some extra stuff from supplementary material. I want to see what Tolkien wrote out there on the screen, not what Tolkien wrote there out on the screen. Also, here's a bunch of extra stuff because we couldn't put this into one movie because we want to make a lot of money.
That sums up Hollywood really nicely, actually, right there.
And it's a real shame because I know Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson's the kind of guy who came from very kind of small beginnings. He started out making like low budget cult classic horror films like Bad Taste and Dead Alive and Meet the Feebles. He made shit like that back in his early days, like these low budget schlock films with lots of gore and gross out shit. And then like those were awesome, by the way. I highly recommend those films, especially like Dead Alive and Bad Taste. But like then he got these huge budgets and he still managed to, do his own thing. But then lately he seems to be kind of just like cashing in, like when it's kind of why I've avoided watching The Lovely Bones, since I hear he really butchered the book and like toned it down way too much and kind of missed the point. I mean, I've been avoiding watching that because of what I've heard. Like,
yeah, it's always bad when they miss the point of something.
and then with The Hobbit, like I really wish I could have seen what Guillermo del Toro would have done with it, because wasn't he like attached to direct it before?
I think so.
But like he dropped out, and I was so sad. I would have loved to see what he did with the series. I think it might have, honestly, I think it might have been better than what we got. I mean, Peter Jackson, he's a fantastic director. I love his work. I'm glad that I got to see like Legolas again. I'm glad I got to see like maybe 12 seconds of Frodo. I'm glad I got to see Andy Serkis Gollum around again. I'm glad I got to see Smaug, but I really would have rather seen something like the book. I would have rather them kept it simple instead of trying to make it into this big thing like Lord of the Rings was. Because The Hobbit is a lot simpler than Lord of the Rings, and it didn't really need all these big flashy elements. It just needed to be the cool little adventure about Bilbo going with the dwarves and having a good time, getting into all these crazy hijinks. We didn't need another Lord of the Rings. We needed The Hobbit, but we got like bargain bin Lord of the Rings. Though that being said, I don't think they're awful movies. I think they're kind of like the Star Wars prequels. Like they have a lot of good stuff in them, and they have some bad stuff. But overall, if you like them, I can see why you like them. If you don't like them, I can see that too.
Exactly.
I honestly, I'm okay with them. I wish they could have been more like what they should have been. But I think Smaug might be one of my favorite villains in the whole Lord of the Rings series. I mean, I have to tip my hat off to Sauron. He's clearly the best villain because he's pretty much responsible for everything. But Smaug just oozed like awesome with every fiber of his being.
I know.
And speaking of dragons and oozing,
I
think this is a good segue.
Oh no.
The purpose of this episode, the very, very special episode that we were talking about. Today's topic on our very special episode is something near and dear to everyone's heart, something that needs to be discussed in the current political climate. This is something that we need to put out there on the table, and I
think this is something that goes past all racial borders, physical borders. It touches people of all creed and color, something that really speaks to the soul.
Exactly. And I have to agree with you about the touching part especially. You see, today's topic is...
We're going to go to hell for this.
Today's topic is what cryptids are the best to fuck.
God save our souls!
God can't help us now. We're going there. We're about to get jiggy with it. We're about to fuck everything. Now, I mean, there's a lot of cryptids out there. You people know what cryptids are. They're like those weird ass creatures that people think they exist, but no one can prove it yet. Like Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Jersey Devil, the Chupacabra. We got all this shit. We gotta decide who we gonna fuck. Who's the best to fuck? Now, I think a great way to start this out is, let's keep it simple. Let's go with the stuff everybody knows. Now, Loch Ness Monster. I mean, it's like a fucking plesiosaur, some sort of sea serpent or shit, but that neck, I bet it could give really good blowjobs.
I mean, it's a large crustacean from the Paleozoic era, but
and it's gonna charge me $3.50 for that blowjob. It's gonna be like this one time the Loch Ness Monster was sucking my dick, sucking my dick in the back parking lot of like a Denny's, It was like 3 a.m, so no one's around, no one gives a fuck. And so like she finishes up, she swallows, and then she looks up at me, and it's like, I'm gonna need about 350. And it's like, fucking Loch Ness monster. Even when she's upfront and honest, she's still trying to ask for 350. It's bullshit, man. Bullshit.
So given that, I don't think Loch Ness might be the best one to fuck.
Yeah, Loch Ness monster's been around the block. You know what I mean?
I mean, she's got experience and she knows what to do, but she's always going with that 350.
And she's a slut for the cameras.
Always sucking the cameras, but they can never get her good side.
They never do. They never get her good side. She's always looking like friggin'. She up close. She looks like Aphrodite, but when you fucking take the picture of her, she looks like Hephaestus.
Oh my god!
It just ain't right. Now let's move on. Now that we've established that the Loch Ness monster is a slut, let's move on. Oh, I don't mean to slut shame. She's a nice person. We all know that. No, but
no slut shaming here. Jersey Devil.
Oh, Jersey Devil. Okay. Well, I guess it depends. Jersey Devil, like, oh man, I'm stumbling over my words. Anyway, you've seen like the sketch, like it looks like a fucking kangaroo with bat wings. Like, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe some furries might like that interpretation.
I mean, who wouldn't want to hop on that?
Oh god, hop on that, dick. I mean, basically, if you want to fuck the devil, I mean, I guess technically this is the devil's child. If you know the original story where Mrs. Leeds had a 13th kid and she was like, I want to give birth to the devil, and so she did, and then it climbed out the chimney and flew off into the New Jersey Pine Barrens. It doesn't really surprise me that Satan would be living in New Jersey. Let's be real here.
But yeah, it was like at one part you've got a devil, but on the other part you've got Jersey. So I don't think Jersey Devil may be the best one to fuck.
Yeah, it is from New Jersey. It probably has some STDs. It's like fucking Jersey Shore season 5. The Jersey Devil was on there, I'm sure. Holy shit! What if her name fucking guy? What if the situation from the Jersey Shore was actually the Jersey Devil the whole time?
No. The Jersey Devil was Snooki.
Snooki. Oh, gross. That means the Jersey Devil's got a vagina? Oh, that thing is probably filled with hell's bacteria.
Why not both? It's a devil.
What if the whole cast were just Jersey Devils? Holy shit.
That would make sense, actually.
Jesus Christ. The Jersey Devil is inside all of us. Okay, this is getting disturbing. Let's move on to something a little safer topic. Let's move on to Bigfoot. I mean,
classic.
You can't really go wrong with him, I guess,
Big guy. He's a big guy.
He's a very big guy. I mean, you know what they say about guys with big feet, right? They have very secure financial situations. And we all know that Bigfoot is very good at playing the stock market.
I would assume. I mean, do you know how much that guy charges for photos, though?
Yeah, he's only ever, in his entire career, he's only ever done one video. He's only ever done one video. And people are to this day debating whether it's a guy in a suit. Like, come on. Guy's a mastermind. The guy is... Same thing with the Yeti. Basically the same thing, just, opposite side of the world. I guess this goes for every kind of Bigfoot-like creature. Like, skunk ape, Yeti, the Alma, the friggin'... I don't know, all these fucking...
I know, but if you're going to be with Bigfoot, you're not going to get around people much. Yeah, you're going to be out in the country all the time. You're going to miss the city, so I don't know if Bigfoot's going to be the best to fuck.
I mean, if you like hairy guys, I think Bigfoot might be the one for you. Like, he's or any of his worldwide relatives, I mean, you might want to stay away from skunk ape unless you have, like, some sort of nasal condition that, like, you can't really smell things because, skunk ape got that name for a reason. In fact, I feel like maybe nose plugs would be a good idea because I imagine something hairy as Bigfoot or the Yeti is going to smell really bad.
I mean,
you might
large hairy men aren't usually the best smelling people.
They might have an attractive musky odor, though. You never know.
I mean, some people like musk. I mean, that appeals to some people. But honestly, I don't think Bigfoot's the best to fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be some hot Bigfoot ladies out there, so with some nice big old titties, big tits, Bigfoot, big tits.
One could only hope.
Let's see. What else? What else can we talk about?
But
I guess.
Bigfoot, big tits, big vagina.
Oh god. I
Yeah.
guess we should talk about
I'm,
dragons.
I'm
I
not
mean,
equipped to. I'm not equipped to fuck that. I don't think any man's equipped to fuck that.
what a dragon?
That yes.
Yeah, dragons. I mean, I think a lot of people might be a lot more open to that by now. I mean, Bad Dragon is making a killing selling dragon dicks, and I ain't talking about the shitty Tumblr artist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dragon Dildo. I mean, somebody's got a model for those. So I mean, that guy's hung.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
That dragon is hung.
And I
I'll
mean,
tell you
come
that.
on, let's be honest. We were all watching Dragon Tales in preschool. You can't tell me you didn't want to fuck Cassie. Come on, you can't tell me you didn't want to suck Ord's dick.
Okay, we're moving. That, that's a little bit much right there.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. You didn't tell me you didn't watch the Aragon movie and you had like sexual fantasies about Saphira. Come on, come on.
Okay, I'm not going to not say that.
You can't tell me you didn't watch Reign of Fire with Christian Bale and you didn't see all those fucking dragons and you didn't get like a hard on. Come on, come on.
Okay, I'm not going to hide that one.
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me you watched Dragonheart starring Sean Connery as a dragon, and you didn't like prematurely ejaculate as soon as he opened his mouth and that Sean Connery voice came out of that dragon. You can't tell me that.
Okay, you got me.
Exactly.
But all in all, I mean, I don't know if dragon be that great to fuck. I mean, the dick's got to be at least half as big as you, at the least.
I guess it really depends on what dragon you're going for. I mean, like maybe something about the size of like one of the dragon type Pokemon in Pokemon, like one of the smaller ones. Like if you can find a dragon that size, I'm pretty sure like you could fuck it. I don't know
Oh,
how
like
it
a
would.
super dragon? I mean, a small dragon? Yeah, maybe. I mean, but it'd be like it'd still have like a horse cock big size.
And then just don't shove it in all the way. Just like put in as much as you can and just jack it off from there. You got a lot of space for it.
Fair enough. But I don't know if dragons would be the best to fuck.
I guess maybe not.
No, but that Mothman though.
Oh god, you and Mothman.
No. Mothman, that's a classic right there. You can't tell me you wouldn't jump on that Mothman dick.
I mean, it would probably be easy to get on. Just put on a nice big bug zapper, or maybe like blow up a bridge or something. Mothman's flock to natural disasters.
That's true. That is very true. And you're a disaster, so it should come to you anytime.
Hey, get one last blowjob before you die. Sounds like a good time to me. Though I don't know. I don't know if Mothman has a regular mouth or what. Like, does it have like insect mandibles or? Because I feel like
that's really up to debate.
Now, what I'm thinking, a three-way, Mothman on one side, Owlman on the other side, and you're in the middle. Great idea or best idea?
I'm going with best idea right there.
I mean, nothing like getting double teamed by two mythical creatures, but also ones that are incredibly similar, but dissimilar enough that you're having a good time. One of them's a fucking bird man, the other one's a fucking bug man. Your asshole is going to be filled with moth cock. Your mouth or vagina or whatever you're going with there is going to be filled with bird cock. Just call him Alfred Hitchcock because he's the birds. All right, so yeah, I feel like maybe Mothman and Owlman, at least in a double team, would be pretty probably a good one. Now, how about a jackalope? I mean, you have to catch one first, but then just shove your dick right in and just fuck that thing like it's a sex doll. I mean, you might end up killing it, but
you can always use the horns to pleasure yourself.
Oh yeah, true. I think this goes for a lot of small cryptids. Like you could probably just fit your whole dick into like a Tsuchinoko.
Probably. I don't think
And
that's something you want to do.
that's a good for all you like chubby chasers and snake fuckers out there because it is in fact a snake, a chubby snake creature. So just shove your dick right into that thing.
I mean,
So yeah,
the Flatwoods monster.
the what?
The Flatwoods monster.
Isn't that more an alien though?
With aliens and cryptids is kind of like a gray area.
I guess I guess you're right. I mean, it is a robot. It is like some sort of. It is kind of like a robot kind of thing, right? It might have been an alien robot creature, so it might have like a robotic appendages. You know, so the fucking a robot doesn't sound that bad. I mean, we all wanted to fuck Bender when we watched Futurama. Come on,
I don't know about you.
we all wanted to fuck the Terminator. Come on, come on. You saw first thing you see is Arnold Schwarzenegger's naked ass, and you're like, yeah, I want that robot to fuck me. Come on, let's be
I
honest.
don't know. I don't know about that.
We all saw the robot on the cover of that Aerosmith album, and it was like, yeah, I want to fuck that robot. I want to go take that sex robot upstairs like this is Rick and Morty and fuck that robot until it produces alien babies.
Oh, good lord.
A Flatwoods Monster would probably be pretty good.
Yeah, probably not too bad. I'm not sure on that one.
Now, what about the Kraken? Let's go classic Scandinavian here. I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure
we're going old school. Okay.
we know those Japanese people in the audience might enjoy this one, with all those tentacles. I guess the same thing would go for the Luska, which is a giant octopus. That one's a little more obscure, but we'll throw that in there.
I mean, I I mean, those are great if you like to be choked. I mean, yeah, they're great if you want to be choked. If you like that, if you're into that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's probably a lot of autoerotic asphyxiation you could do with that.
I mean, those tentacles get around and around.
Definitely, definitely.
Let's see. Since we're going really old school, we might as well go with the centaur. Since we're going old school.
Oh yeah, yeah, centaur. Well, centaurs are very likely to rape you. Because that's what they
Well,
did. That's what they did in
it depends on what legend you're going with or what myths you're going with. Not all of them are into that. Goodness, Michael.
well, a lot
Well,
of
you
them.
just we just lump them all into one group.
Well, it's like
Like, maybe discriminatory there, Michael. Gosh, not all centaurs are into that.
well, it's mm, I guess. Now, how about it's just there's so many of them are rapists. I don't know if you can really trust centaurs. They
Oh,
just
now it's an issue of trust, is it, Michael?
they have like a natural predilection to rape. It's just ingrained in
Oh,
their DNA.
okay, they're all rapists. All right.
Oh, trying to pull some not all centaurs on me, huh?
Yeah, not all centaurs. Goddamn, Michael. I
Oh,
thought you, of all people, would know better than that.
wow. I guess you're absolutely right. I guess I guess it's a horrible idea to generalize an entire group of people based off preconceived notions. Wow, I sure learned a lesson today. Maybe you people out there should also take this message to heart. Okay, we're getting a little too political here. We're talking about fucking monsters. So yeah, I guess centaurs would be a good idea. It just depends on whether they have the horse penis or the human penis.
I mean,
Probably the horse.
all matter size.
I mean, it's probably the horse, right?
Were you in the mood?
I guess it depends on what you're in the mood for. Maybe they can like adjust the size. Like they can let out a little bit for a human sized fucking, or they can let out the whole horse cock.
I mean, but if you're going with the centaur, like you want the horse cock because why would you go with the centaur in the first place if you're not going for the horse cock?
Why wouldn't you
might as well go for a person if you just want a regular sized cock.
Why not just go for a regular horse if you got the horse cock? I mean, again, less likely to get raped.
Oh my God, how far have I fallen? Talking about centaur cock, Jesus Christ.
All right, let's move on to another one. This was going to be a little obscure for you. But how about the SMU-28 monster?
SMU-28, that sounds familiar.
It's like the submarine, this German submarine back during the, I think it was like around World War I. It like sunk it like exploded something, and then like some debris flew up, and among it was this gigantic aquatic animal that looked like a crocodile, which quickly disappeared. So like, might be a Leopleurodon.
Why would you want to fuck that? It's just a
dinosaur. I mean, some people. Why wouldn't you want to fuck a sea monster? I mean, it's a sea monster.
It's a straight up dinosaur sea monster. Why would you want to fuck that?
Sea monster, more like sea man-ster. I mean, if you're in the Navy and you sail the 7 seas, you might want to fuck a monster in the sea. Oh, I just rhymed sea with sea. That's terrible. I mean, come on. We all know the people in Bible school. They're reading the Bible. They're reading the fucking Book of Revelations or whatever. They want to fuck the Leviathan. Come on.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think we all want to fuck the Leviathan a little.
And maybe fuck the behemoth too. You know, big ass, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I guess maybe depends on what the behemoth looks like. You know how vague they describe shit.
Yeah.
And then there was then of course there is the ever classic Ziz, which is the third bit of Hebrew legendary monster. It's the monster of the sky. It's a giant ass bird griffin kind of thing. But I mean, I guess if you want to fuck like a griffin, I guess griffins would have a lion cock, wouldn't they? Because, you know, they got the back legs of a lion.
Yeah, they would probably have a lion cock, but like lion cocks aren't really that impressive. Oh God, help me! This is it. This is how I go to hell. Oh my God.
Speaking of ancient biblical folklore kind of shit, there's of course the terrible monster, the creature that allegedly attacked Jerusalem in the 18th century.
Oh, yeah.
It was said to be 50 feet long, head of a lion, beak and talons of an eagle, and the tail of a scorpion. It's kind of like a manticore crossed with a chimera crossed with a griffin.
Man, who wouldn't want to fuck that?
I mean, I guess this goes for any kind of chimera, but, you know, terrible monster, chimera, manticore. I mean, manticore is most likely to eat. Manticore, chimera, and the terrible monster are probably going to eat you after they're done fucking you.
I mean, most likely.
Honestly, almost any of these things are just as likely to eat you than fuck you. But, you know, I guess it's worth the risk if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got another one. The Crawfordsville Monster.
Crocodile monster. Okay.
Really obscure. It's some giant flying one-eyed creature that was supposedly terrorized a town back in the day. Looked like some giant fish creature with one flaming eye.
Oh, flaming, huh? Flaming?
It expelled its hot breath on the townsfolk or some shit like that.
Oh, hot breath. Flaming. Oh, goodness.
I mean, if
Big
you want to
one.
fuck a skyfish, it's speaking of skyfish, the legendary flying rods that supposedly show up on cameras. You got
I
one of
mean,
those, you probably use it as a dildo, shove it up your ass.
I don't know. Big old flying thing with one eye, flaming hot breath. Oh, dear God.
Maybe take some of those air rods and just stick them together, make a strap on, fuck a bitch with it.
Oh, dear God.
Chupacabra.
Lord.
I mean, chupacabra. We all know it's good at sucking, so.
Oh, God. God in heaven, help me.
It literally has
Forgive me.
sucker as part of its name. Chupa.
Lord, please forgive me for my sins.
Yeah, suck that.
Forgive Michael. He knows not what he does.
They might have to change it to chupapollo for its cocksucker.
Uh,
I don't know. Chupacabras look kind of weird though. They might be a turn off unless you're into like scaly lizard spikeback creatures.
I can't fucking deal with this.
Oh wait! I got one. How about the legendary Minhoquao of the giant earthworm of South America? That might be a Sicilian. Like who doesn't want to shove a giant worm up their ass?
Okay, with that, I'm done.
Oh come on, we still got a lot of cryptids we can talk about. Fucking come on.
Oh, oh, no, no.
There's
I'm putting my foot down.
what about we could go to the logging folklore of America. I mean, come on. What about the squonk? I mean, it's probably gonna turn to a pool of tears as soon as your dick gets in it. But.
Oh, oh, this is horrible. Oh God, we've been watching too much shit.
Let's see what else. The Mongolian death worm. We haven't even talked about how we can shove that up our ass without it spewing corrosive acid into our lower intestine. Come
uh,
on, are we really going to skimp out on that? I mean,
yes. Oh
I think this
God.
is a discussion worth having.
Uh,
Like, or maybe the Loveland frogs. We haven't talked about anything for the frog fuckers out there.
oh. Lord, Lord, give me strength, Lord.
What about all of the friggin' dinosaurs that they say still live in Africa, like the Mokele Mbembe or the fucking Kasai Rex, which was proven to be fake, but a man can dream while fucking a Tyrannosaurus. And of course, how can we forget the most important thing of all? Do we
Oh
want
no.
to fuck the reptilians? I mean, we might have already, for all we know. We might have already gotten some of that sweet alien lizard pussy. You might have
I
already
mean,
stuck in your penis into the vagina, the asshole, or the mouth of a terrifying lizard man. Or if you're a girl and had lesbian sex with one, you could have been sticking your vagina into the vagina of another lizard. Or if you're a straight girl, you could have taken the dick of a lizard man. You could have been fucking the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man.
there are no lizard people. The lizard people do not exist. There are no lizard people.
That sounds like something a lizard person would say, if you ask me. Oh, I'm on to you.
I am in no way a lizard person. I am a human flesh being. Boy, do I love that human food.
I am suspicious. Now, what about fucking those sewer alligators? Nice. I mean, they're probably covered in shit and piss. You know, you know. No reptilian could resist that
I
sweet
mean, Sewer sewer gators are no different than regular gators. They're just a little bit bigger. That'd be like saying, "Do you want to fuck a gator?" And we're not talking about bestiality here.
We spent like 10 minutes talking about fucking centaurs. We didn't
There's
even
a
talk
difference.
about mermaids. How did we not?
There's a difference between bestiality and cryptid fucking. There's a
What about
straight
mermaids? We didn't even talk about mermaids. How did we
there's
not?
a straight difference between cryptid fucking and bestiality. There's a big difference.
Okay, let's talk about mermaids. So, of course, mermaids bring up that eternal question: would you want the fish with the woman's bottom so you can get some pussy, or are you okay with the fish bottom with the titties on top and you get some nice head? I mean, this is it's the eternal question. I mean,
I'm going with the second there. I want the woman top on half.
yeah, because honestly, that like, you know what, you don't get any pussy, but you get some nice titties. You get a good undersea blow job, and you
Under
don't have
the
to look at a fucking
sea,
fish while you're having sex.
under the sea, down where it's wetter, down where it's better. Take it from me.
My grandmother actually once got mad at me for singing that because she thought it was inappropriate. She like looked at me while I was singing it, and she was like, "Come on, Nanny, it's the fucking line from Little Mermaid." I mean, I obviously didn't swear, but
Oh god.
Hmm. I can't believe it took us this long to get to mermaids, but I get there's all sorts of different kinds of mermaids too. Like you got the really ugly ones, you got the seal women, you got the
Is this where my life has led me to this point? To
yep,
where I'm talking to another man about fucking cryptids and mythical creatures over the internet to an audience.
the
How?
Tatzel worm. You think you could fit your dick down that thing, the Tatzel worm?
So this is my life now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have made so many bad choices that led me to this. Where have what have I done?
Can Mr. Springheel jack you off? Find out. I don't know. I think he might have just been a regular guy wearing futuristic spring shoes, or maybe he was a demon. I feel like demons are an entirely different conversation though. Demons have very varied appearances. I mean, like, Boer doesn't look like Baphomet. Baphomet doesn't look like Asmodeus. Asmodeus doesn't look like the Krampus. I mean, there's an entirely different conversation we could have there. None of them look like friggin'. And then of course there's like Satan.
I
Yeah.
mean, but who wouldn't fuck Satan? Well, Satan's going to eventually fuck us all, but that's something entirely different.
I mean, I guess that depends on if Satan and Lucifer are the same person or two separate entities.
It depends on which thing you're going with there.
Because it's kind of a confusing thing because I think it's like a Satan was actually like just a term for adversary back in the day, and Lucifer, like, how can Lucifer go from an angel to a demon? That kind of doesn't make sense. So I kind of tend to think that Satan and Lucifer are two separate entities. Like Satan is just a demon who is a devil,
You
and
got a point.
Lucifer is just like a fucking prissy little blonde-haired angel bitch with who's trapped in hell. So I mean, you could if you're into like blonde-haired sissy boys who rebel against their father and get cast down into the darkest pits of the underworld. I mean, you could probably fuck him. Satan probably has a big, huge goat cock, and it's red. So
Oh god.
and it probably shoots hot magma. But
Oh dear Christ. Uh,
I mean, if you're into that, but again, fucking demons is an entirely different conversation that we probably shouldn't have here because I don't know if demons qualify as cryptids. Probably not, because they're more mythical. Then again, we did talk about dragons, but dragons kind of are like in the middle of that Venn diagram.
I think I think that's enough. I think that's enough. My soul can't take anymore.
The fur bearing trout, the hoax of the hairy fish. You rub your balls all over that.
My soul can only take so much before it has to be cleansed. Oh Christ!
The bunyip. I mean,
Oh no, not the bunyip. No, no, let's not talk about the bunyip.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would probably eat you, but then you might be able to hold if you hold it down. You could probably slip it right up its ass.
Let's leave the bunyip out of this.
What about Slender Man? I mean, I know they've written quite a few pornos about him.
Okay, that's where we stop.
Jeff the Killer.
Okay, now we're getting to creepy pasta.
Okay, let's dial it back. What about werewolves?
Oh, look at the time. It's been almost an hour.
I think that's a lie. We had to like fix things so much. We didn't even talk about werewolves. Come on, come on. Would you fuck a werewolf?
I mean, it's like asking if you fuck a person. They're still a person if they're.
Okay, no, no, no. Would you fuck a werewolf when it's in its werewolf form? Is what I'm talking about. Come
No,
on.
that's.
We can't just go around fucking regular people. We gotta fuck the werewolf. We gotta fuck the beast.
The fucking. That's quite literally on the fucking edge right there, man.
Would you fuck Sonic the Hedgehog?
Okay, I'm done.
Sonic the
I'm
Hedgehog
done.
is real. I saw him. He just went
I'm
by really fast. It was a blur.
I am done. When we start talking about fucking the hedgehog, that's when this is done.
Come on, come on, Sonic the
I will
Hedgehog.
see
Sonic.
you all. I will see you all next week. This has been quote unquote fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a great time. Wait, wait, you can't be leaving already.
I'm sorry. That is where I draw the fucking line. I will see you all next week
Well,
when we have something else to talk about. Probably get somebody on the show. Maybe we can get Porky or someone. That'd be great.
that would be great, but come on, you gotta. What about what? You gotta answer the question. You gotta answer. Would you fuck Sonic the Hedgehog?
I am gone. Goodbye.
Oh, well, see ya.